All the information shared in this video is available on the public platform. Nothing is discussed here which may breach the confidentiality of our armed forces. Defense Detective respects our defense forces and works only on the information that is available for public use.
President Donald Trump wants to give teeth to his America First policy irrespective of how far-reaching consequences it may have if discretion is divorced. Can the US afford to pursue an isolationist policy? The US Treasury Department says that a network has transported millions of barrels of Iranian crude oil, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, which is used to fund Iran's armed forces and Tehran's allies in the region. A secret fleet of oil tankers and transport management firms involved in smuggling Iranian oil have also been blacklisted, the Iran International reported on 10 February. Additionally, several individuals and 3 oil tankers registered under Panamanian and Hong Kong flags have also been sanctioned. During his election campaign, Donald Trump had promised that if he returned to office, he would resume his so-called maximum pressure policy against Iran. What drives the Trump administration to take stringent action against Iran is the apprehension that Tehran might be closer than ever to a nuclear weapon. A Treasury spokesperson said, "We will use all available tools to hold Iran accountable for its destabilizing activities and pursuit of nuclear weapons." The Trump administration asserts that these steps are necessary to protect national security and that of its allies. The US will pursue buyers of Iranian crude, particularly China, to halt the purchase of Iranian crude, thereby strangulating Iran's foreign currency reserves. This could also mean stopping port activity at Iranian ports, such as Chabhar development projects in which India has invested billions of rupees. The Trump administration intends to target the financing sources of Iranian Revolutionary Guards, a force responsible for exporting Iran's Islamic Revolution propaganda at different levels to Asia's vulnerable regions. From a political standpoint, we have to visualize what will be the reaction of Iran's allies like Russia and China once Iranian oil exports are stopped or its commercial channels are strangulated. Speculations are rife that Iran is just a step away from making the nuclear bomb, an ambition that has proved disastrous for Tehran so far. On its part, Iran has been constantly accusing Trump that it was he who, during his first stint in office, had unilaterally withdrawn from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, created in July 2015. The National Security Memorandum of President Trump also brings Iranian port operations under sanctions. India has invested a fairly large amount in the development of the Iranian port of Chabhar as a connecting route to the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, Central Asia, and Europe. India has been indirectly informed to stop its operations in Chabhar. The threat of US sanctions during Trump's first term forced India to stop buying crude oil from Iran, which until then was among New Delhi's top 3 oil suppliers. Previously, when sanctions were imposed on the export of Iranian oil, India had succeeded in obtaining a waiver. The US granted a waiver for delivering humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. India had argued that since Pakistan refused permission for India to transport aid through its territory, India was forced to look for an alternate route. Thus, the idea of developing the Chabhar port came up. The focus was on a new Central Asian trade route that bypassed Pakistan. Professor Harsh Pant of International Relations at the King's College in London observes, cancellation of the US sanctions waiver on Chabhar is certainly going to seriously impact the port project. India has invested considerably, and it is seen as very important for India's connectivity. India signed an agreement with Iran in 2016 to develop the Iranian port of Chabhar close to Iran's border with Pakistan. Islamabad had refused to allow India to send aid to Afghanistan through its territory. Pakistan argued that an India-Afghanistan axis threatened its security. However, the truth is that Islamabad had always talked of strategic depth, of using Afghan territory if another was started between India and Pakistan. India has invested $370 million in the Chabhar project. In May 2024, a long-term deal was signed between the Indian Ports Global Limited, IPGL, and the Port and Maritime Organization of Iran. IPGL was supposed to invest $120 million and provide an additional $250 million in financing. In the first week of February, Trump signed a national security presidential memorandum to start a maximum pressure campaign against Iran. One of the provisions in the memo was that the U.S. Secretary of State shall modify or rescind sanctions waivers, particularly those that provide Iran any degree of economic or financial relief, including those related to Iran's Chabahar port project.